European politicians reacted with shock to the UK's decision to leave the European Union.
I will do everything I can as Prime Minister to steady the ship over the coming weeks and months. But I do not think it would be right for me to try to be the captain that steers our country to its next destination.
Attention turned to what happens next, particularly in the rest of Europe.
Was die Folgen dieses Einschnitts in den nächsten Tagen, Wochen, Monaten und Jahren genau bedeuten werden, das wird jetzt ganz entscheidend davon abhängen, ob wir, die anderen 27 Mitgliedstaaten der Europäischen Union, uns als willens- und fähig erweisen werden, in dieser Situation keine schnellen und einfachen Schlüsse aus dem Referendum in Großbritannien zu ziehen, die Europa nur weiter spalten würden.
The remaining 27 EU leaders will meet next week without Mr. Cameron.
Today, on behalf of the 27 leaders, I can say that we are determined to keep our unity as 27. For all of us, the Union is the framework for our common future. I would also like to reassure you that there will be no legal vacuum. Until the United Kingdom formally leaves the European Union, EU law will continue to apply to and within the UK.
German Finance Minister Wolfgang Schäuble said he was in touch with his colleagues from the group of 7 industrialized nations on Friday over the UK's decision to leave the European Union. Others in Europe applauded the outcome.
This means that the UK has voted to leave the European Union.
Geert Wilders, the leader of the anti-immigrants, anti-Europe Dutch Freedom Party, welcomed the UK result in a tweet, while France's Eurosceptic National Front leader Marine Le Pen called the result a historic moment and said France should also have a referendum.
Ce référendum sur l'appartenance de la France à l'Union européenne est une nécessité démocratique. Les Français doivent pouvoir choisir eux aussi cette voie de liberté qui rendra à la France sa pleine et entière souveraineté.
But back in the UK, attention was focused on former London Mayor Boris Johnson and the Leave Vote campaigner.
I want to reassure everybody that in my view, as a result of this, Britain will continue to be a great European power, leading discussions on foreign policy and defence and intelligence sharing and all the work that currently goes on to make our world safer.
He is seen as one of the front-runners to replace Mr. Cameron, who had earlier announced that he will step down in the fall.
That the majority of the people voting have voted no to the referendum question.
The decision to leave has also raised the prospect of another Scottish independence referendum, following its unsuccessful 2014 vote to leave the UK.
The Scottish Parliament should have the right to hold another referendum if there is a significant and material change in the circumstances that prevailed in 2014, such as Scotland being taken out of the EU against our will. Scotland does now face that prospect. It is a significant and material change in circumstances, and it is therefore a statement of the obvious that the option of a second referendum must be on the table, and it is on the table.
For now, the UK's decision will trigger a series of meetings in coming days across European capitals as policymakers seek to send out a message that business will continue and the bloc will overcome the crisis.